Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible. My name is Balaji Ayyappan, CEO and founder of ISB Studienkolleg. So today we are here to give a information sharing webinar about studying bachelor's degree in Germany, specifically doing bachelor's degree in English taught from public university in Germany for free. So in this webinar, I will be discussing about the advantages of studying in Germany and what is the procedure to start studying bachelor's in Germany and what are the options available and whether it is a good option to study bachelor's in Germany and what are the financials involved and how much cost does it I have to do this bachelor's. We are going to cover various topics on this. So without any further ado, I will be starting the session. I kindly ask all the participants to mute yourself, and also if you have any other questions, please reserve it until the end of the session. I will be opening a Q&A as soon as the webinar is over, and you can directly ask all the questions you have about uh, anything about Germany. So let me start. So the agenda for today is why Germany. You might consider going abroad to study bachelor's program, and you could be having, Australia, UK, Canada, Germany, and a few other countries. So today we are here to specifically tell you why you could choose Germany as a study choice. Second is Studienkolleg, or we call it as a preparatory year, and why you need this preparatory year, and what is the reason why the student have to do this preparatory year, and what exactly is this preparatory year. And then comes ISB, and what are the courses we offer in ISB, and how this course can help the international students to go to Germany and start their bachelor's program. And what are the admissions criteria required, what are the grades required, and all the other options we'll be discussing. And next is accessing the free education. So how I can exactly get this free education in Germany. It is actually for every single person out there, all the international students. So there is no differentiation between European, non-European. Everyone is able to take advantage of this wonderful German education system. So we are going to look into that. And last, we'll also slightly touch upon the topics as settlement in Germany, how the PR system works, permanent residency works, and how the citizenship options available for an international student. And also, if required, we can also talk a little bit about what will be the salaries, what will be the every hour salary as a part-time, and also as a full-time, what will be my salary, and all the other things we can discuss. So even before we go into the topics, let's take it in general. So the study abroad, whether in this particular point of time, is it a necessary or a luxury? Because this is the first and foremost question comes to the parents' mind or the students' mind. I'm very sure that there are many students here and also their parents listening to this, and they wanted to know whether investing XYZ amount and investing this so and so years into this country, is it a good option opportunity for me, or is going to be just a luxury option? So most of the time you can look into countries like Canada, USA, Australia, and UK. These have been the few countries which constantly have encouraged students to come into their country and start their education. And also now lately, a few other countries which I mentioned in the second part is Germany, Hungary, New Zealand, Finland, and some other European countries are now gaining tractions to go and study abroad. We will be seeing why considering this less sought out option as your priority, and what are the advantages this country Germany is going to give when you compare it with countries like Canada or USA or Australia, how Germany is a better option. First, let's go with the statistics. So what are whether Germany is not an English speaking country, right? People speak German language here. We call it Deutsch. So this is the national language, and English is not the first preferred language. So do actually students go to such countries even though their language is not English? So the answer is just right here. There are roughly 320,000 international students are doing higher education just in the year 2019 to 20. And every year on, the growth is approximately 6% to 7%. And surprisingly, even during the pandemic time, the growth of international students coming in is above 7%. So this strongly gives a signal that Germany welcomes international students, and it is very, very affordable for all the international students. So that makes this a very, very attractive option. So, and while China and India is still the number one and number two countries which send most of the students to Germany. And over the past decade, international students numbers have actually grown 76% overall. So that means that probably in 2010, there could be 1,000 students. Now in 2020, there is approximately 2,000 students. So that's close to 100% jump in one decade. And this is going to keep on increasing. And some of the main reasons is because Germany has a lot of growing old age population. So that means that the people who are above 60 years and so are much more than the young people. So this is the main reason why German as a government and as a country, they would like to invite many young people to come into the country and take advantage of their education system. And then later on, they would obviously be studying and working here and paying taxes. So this they call it as a win-win situation. The students get the international degree with a very affordable cost, and whereas the country gets a young bunch of people into the working force. So this is just a graphical representation, like how many international students. Now it keeps on growing. You can see from the year 2000 until 2018 and 19, there's been a constant raise in the international number of in the number of students coming from different countries. And here you can also specifically see what are the type of courses they study. Yes, there are 300,000 people coming in. What about their courses? What they wanted to study. The most sought out courses is engineering. 82,000 people approximately choose for engineering, and I'm pretty sure people coming from Middle East, from Southeast Asia, and from Indian subcontinent, they also would like to do STEM related programs: science, technology, engineering, and management. So engineering is the first, business and management second, and humanities comes third, and then we have mathematics and computer science, which is also the technical course. Now many universities offers technical course like IT and computer science. And here you can see which country sends the highest number of students to Germany. This is approximately from the year 2016 to 19. You can see the first one is China, second one is India, and third one is Syria. So first one, China, obviously they send, they are more than 1 billion population, so they send 40,000 people. And then followed by that, we have India, which sends around 20,000 people every academic year. So with this, statistics, one thing it makes it clear is Germany right now needs a lot of young population to come forward and then move this country. And that's exactly where subcontinents like India and Middle East fits in, where it has a lot of young population and who's looking to migrate to get a better opportunity in a country like Germany. So you can now have an idea that, why choosing Germany could be an option for you. And now we are going to exactly tell you why Germany is a better option for you. So we give you some compelling 5 to 6 points, which you can consider that, okay, there's a lot of opportunities through this. First one is internationally recognized degrees. So the German degrees, you study in German language or in English language. It is always internationally recognized degrees. It is accepted worldwide in almost all of the countries. The German degree will be accepted. And second point is, I will just come back to that. It's one of the most amazing point. And third one is established universities. So in Germany, there's a very, very unique system of the education system is very unique. It's very distinguished. If you wanted to go into industry and you start working, they have very specific kind of university which is called Fachhochschule, or in English, University of Applied Sciences. So this entire course is actually focuses on industry and what is the need of the industry. They need a lot of engineers and they need a lot of technical people. This university, this kind of institutions prepare them for it. And then we have technical universities, which is more of a theoretical oriented. So this is more into research. This is more into inventing things and developing the technology. So it's very unique in Germany. We have this couple of systems. You can already decide that in which way you wanted to build your career. I'm more of a inventing guy. I wanted to do research. Then you go and choose technical university, or you're like I wanna implement those technologies. I want to work hands-on. I want to go to a Volkswagen. I want to go to Audi, and I wanted to start building things. I wanted to put together good electric cars. Then you have to go to the Fachhochschule. But it doesn't mean that if you go to technical university, you cannot do this. But the focus is much more towards the industry into this University of Applied Sciences. And next is the programs are available in English as well as German. So it doesn't mean that you can only study in German language. There are hundreds of courses available in English language as well in public universities for free of cost. So after this, if any of the students are interested, then please contact us. We will be more than happy to send you the entire list. You can just have a look and see if you find any courses interesting for you. ISB can help you to reach that university. And next is international exposure. So Germany sits right in the heart of Europe, which is the economical hub of Europe. Germany's GDP, Germany's industrial development is much higher compared to the other European countries. Germany doesn't have faced a lot of economical crisis in the few years, at least few decades. It has a very strong economy. So that makes the future much stable for the young students who come into the country. They know that they have stable government, they have a stable opportunity to work here, and then peaceful work-life balance. So Germans take their working hours very seriously. If it's 8 hours of working, then it means that just 8 hours of working. So they spend a lot of time personal and with their family as well, and they balance it very well, and which I feel is one of the best when you compare with all the other opportunities. Work-life balance is very important. And then you have this Schengen area where you have the access to move around all the 28 nations, and you can also look out for opportunities in different countries. And if you know German, you're not restricted to Germany. You can even look into countries like Luxembourg, a part of Switzerland, and Austria, and a few parts of Belgium, where they also speak German as one of their languages. So the opportunity is wide and vast. And last, before this, there's a high shortage of skilled immigrants. Currently, German ministry says that year on year, just every year, they need 400 to 500,000 people just to come here and start working into the workforce, the skilled immigrants. So we are talking about engineers, doctors, electricians, and then IT people, accountants, any field. It doesn't restrict to one field. Every single field there is a huge shortage of good skilled laborers. And the last point, and also the best one, is there is no tuition fees in any of these public universities. You don't pay tuition fees of 5,000 euros or 10,000 euros or $10,000 or $15,000. When you take an example of Australia or Canada or USA, you have to pay every semester $10,000 or maybe $6,000-7,000. But whereas in Germany, you pay no tuition fees, but a small semester contribution of 300 euros or 200 euros just for your public transportation and few other administrative work. So if you're thinking about Germany, then look into all these options. Then this gives a compelling reason for you to why you can really choose Germany as a alternative option for you to look forward and study. So with this, I will directly go into our topic specifically today, bachelors in Germany, how the bachelor system works in Germany. So let's understand the high school system here. So in the high school, we call it as Abitur in Germany, which is of 13 years of education. Whereas in most of the countries, we have the high school, we have the high school system from grade 1 until grade 12. So you can see there's a small, difference here. The German high school system, it goes for 13 years. So that is like year 1. From year 1, they go and study up to year 13, and it's called as Abitur. But the countries where most of the people come from, Southeast Asia and African nations and Middle East and South American countries or North American countries, they have a completely different system. They have 12 years of education. But in Germany, they follow a very specific and unique system, which is of 13 years. So this is the most important slide. I wanted to give you a graphical representation of it. So the left side is German education system, and the right side is international education system. It could be India, China, Pakistan, Northern African countries like Nigeria, Tunisia, not Tunisia as 13, but Algeria or Egypt, or maybe in the South American countries like Colombia, Argentina, Peru, Uruguay, and Southeast Asia like Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia. All these countries, when you look into it, their high schooling system is always of 12 years. And then they go to university and they study of 3 years or 4 years or whatever. But you can look here on the left side, German, their education system is totally different. They have 13 years of high schooling, followed by that, all their bachelor's programs are of 3 years. So this is where, the small issue comes in. Okay, I've completed only 12 years. Can I go to German university and start my bachelor's? No, it's absolutely not possible because you do not have 13 years of schooling. So they will tell you that, you have to go and do 1 year course, preparatory course or Studienkolleg course or foundation course, we call it, but the purpose is still the same. You just have to study 1 year extra. So that's where the solution comes in. You do high school in your home country, and then you come to ISB, and then you prepare for 1 year. We call it as ISB Preparatory year, and then followed by that, you can go to university and start your undergraduate education. So this is where the solution is, and that's where exactly ISB comes into the picture. We will help you with this 1 year missing. We'll provide you this foundation course or preparatory course or Studienkolleg. All three name refers to the same course here. It's just that, you do this 1 year and then you are into university. And now we will be talking about what are the courses available in ISB and how it can help you to go into universities. So who are we? ISB. So we are a preparatory college located in Braunschweig, helping the international students who don't have this German Abitur or German high school equivalency. And then those students come to us from different countries, study for 1 year, and then that qualification is met. Now you have the German Abitur requirement, and then you go on to university. And ISB is an initiative by IAC, International Institute for Studies and Cooperation. Apart from the Studienkolleg courses, we also do language programs, student cultural programs. Also we assist young medical professionals like doctors, dentists, and nurses to get into the labor market. But that topic is for another day. Today we'll focus on ISB. So in ISB Preparatory year German, what are the courses you have? First of all, a Studienkolleg is a course which you have to do, in order to get into university. And in the Studienkolleg, what are the things available? So there are 3 different courses, T, W, and M. So basically M means medicine related program. So if you wanted to go to Germany and study biology, or you wanted to study biotechnology, or you wanted to study medicine, you want to become a doctor, you want to do dentistry, then you have to choose M course. So this is the course which will help you to go to university, do the choice of your course. Then we have T course. As the name suggests, it is a technical program. So if you wanted to become an engineer, you wanted to become a computer engineer or electrical engineer, or maybe different type of technical program, then this is the course you have to take. Then comes the W course. W course in German we call Wirtschaft. It's basically business, economics, statistics, law related program, non-technical courses. Then you have to choose for this program if you wanted to study BBA, Bachelor's of Business Administration, or you wanted to study statistics, or you wanted to study economics, international business, international law, and so on so program, then you have to choose this. And this program will be entirely in German language, because most of the courses in Germany for bachelor's is in German, and many programs are also in English. So that's why we offer our preparatory course in German as well as in English language as well. So now what I explained this in German, next we'll be talking about English preparatory course. So same, like in German course, we also have 3 different programs: technical course, business course, and natural science course. As the name suggests, if you study technical course, you can go to university and you can start technical engineering programs. Business studies, basically, if you wanted to study business, economics, law related program, then you choose this one. And the same is natural science. If you wanted to become a doctor, if you want to become a dentist, or you want to study pure science programs such as biology, chemistry, or biotechnology, then you choose this option. And this program will be entirely taught in English language because you go to university and also study in bachelor's as well, in English as well. So that's why the entire program will be in English language. Now, the most important point is everyone wants to know how does the financials work out, and how much cost does it happen for me to do this. So we made a small tabular column to just give a different countries and different options. What are the cost of it? So first one is USA. If you want to do a bachelor's program, it easily costs around 20,000 to 25,000 per year. So that is in 4 years, approximately 80,000 minimum you have to spend for 4 years of bachelor's. They're all talking about the minimum numbers here, not even the higher scale, just the bare minimum. And the same with United Kingdom, you have to pay at least 10,000 pounds to 15,000 pounds per year. And also, sorry to interrupt this. If any one of you have questions, please, I kindly request you to reserve it until the end of the session, or you can also drop in the chat box. After the session, I will be opening a Q&A. You can happily discuss all the questions with me. All right. So, and then Australia, $20,000 to $25,000 every single year you have to pay, and on top of this, you also have to take care of your living expenses as well. Okay. So, and then Canada, 20,000 to 25,000, and then that's where Germany comes in. So the ISB's preparatory course, English preparatory course, is 12,000 euros for one complete year, where you will be doing your entire courses in English, and entire subjects will be taught in English. And then followed by that, we will also be guiding you to German universities for bachelor's program in English taught for free, absolutely. We also work with many public universities who cooperate and who offer us the chance for you to go and study with them. They also provide a conditional offer letter for you, so you already know that there is a place for me reserved to go and study. So we'll be happy to talk more about that. If you have any specific questions, then you can write to our team in the later stage. They will help you. So our preparatory course is of 12,000 euros if it's an English program, but if it's a German program, it is 1,000 to 1,500 euros less than that. So approximately 10,000 to 10,500 is the cost for the German preparatory course. For the English preparatory course, it is 12,000 euros. And then followed by that, bachelor's, you do not have any tuition fees for year 1, year 2, year 3. And then even if you go to a master's, first year, second year, and third year, there is no tuition fees at all. So just even by choosing Germany as an option, you're already saving 60,000 to 80,000 to 100,000 dollars. It's already been saved because you don't spend anything on your tuition fees. But another question could raise in the students and the parents' mind is like, okay, this is a free program. What about the quality? Would they have a good quality? So that's the amazing thing about Germany. All the universities are public universities. So there is no concept of private university, or even if it exists, it's very, very minimal. 5% of the universities are, private, but most of the universities are public, and they have an excellent infrastructure. All the universities are easily 100+ years old. Some of the universities are like 500-600 years old in Germany, and they maintain a very high standard of education. And only when their education system is strong, their industry can be stronger. When their industry can be stronger, then their branding could be much higher. And that's where Germany exactly fits in. If you can see the biggest brands in the world, it all comes from Germany. Why is only when education system is so strong, when the foundation is stronger, then they are able to produce a world-class technology, right from Bosch to Siemens to Reebok to Audi, Benz, Volkswagen, any automobile industry, any technical industry, shoe industry, any insurance companies, anywhere you can do Allianz, Bayern, any single industry you call it, Germany will be a market leader. And why? Because they have extensively invested on their education system. They've heavily subsidized education. So, they do a lot of researches as well. They have very distinct universities. If you wanted to become an engineer, if you wanted to become a researcher, so they already have a very unique system. So that's exactly why they're able to produce world-class technology, why they are able to produce world-class Nobel laureates, why they're able to produce a wonderful technology for this world. So if you wanted to come here and take advantage of this beautiful education system, then ISB Preparatory year is a unique way where you can study 1 year and then you have this entire free education for you for the next 3, 4, or maybe many years to come. So we will be more than happy to help you to realize your dream come true. Next is like everyone, we also wanted to know hey, all the German universities good, or how is their ranking, how is their global ranking? First of all, I would like to clarify that in Germany we do not have this kind of one single way to assess the university. We cannot say okay, this is the best university. For example, you can look at the first one, Technische University in München. That university, Technical University of Munich, can be an excellent program for engineering or electrical engineering, but that university is definitely not a good one for textile technology. That's not a good university for studying biology. So you have to only assess the university based on what you really want to do. So that's why in Germany we have the CHE rankings, where you can find a university which is being ranked on the type of courses you wanted to study. So if you if you really wanted to know more on that, then check out the website CHE rankings, where you can find, okay, I want to do IT, computer science. Then just type in computer science. You can see which are the universities who's doing really good and type of researchers they're doing, what are the professors who are in the university, what kind of projects are the professors doing it. So that will help you to decide whether that university is good or not. So with this, I have completed my webinar. So moving forward, if you are a grade 11 students or grade 12 students who are still studying high school in your home country, or completed your high school, and would you like to come to Germany and start your undergraduate education, then we are here to help you out. Happy to help you. You have our team's email address here, international@isbstudienkolleg.de, or you have, if you're from Middle East specifically, we can also contact our colleague Middle East at ISB Studienkolleg. Our colleagues are Usman, Izad, and Ms. Kartika. They would be helping you if you have any further questions, or if you wanted to, have a counseling session from them, they would be happy to, take you on it. So with this, I complete my webinar, and now we'll be opening our Q&A. Thank you so much for being very patient. Now, let's discuss about all the questions you have in your mind and clear it off, and let's get you enrolled in our Studienkolleg zone.